Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we will be discussing about the headlights of the RR310. These are bi-LED projectors. You can see that there are projector lenses on either side and both of them light up at the same time, and the energy rating is around 30 watts, so that's a pretty low consumption. And I'm going to be explaining 3 pros and 3 cons about this headlight to you in this video. So let's get started. Okay, so this will be the first pro that I'll be discussing about, and that is about the headlight intensity, the cutoff pattern, and also the spread. The first one is the intensity. You can see that on the entire unlit part in front of me, that car is about 25 feet or 30 feet in distance from me, and it's getting lit up very well. And the cutoff, you can clearly see that the light is clearly cutting off at around that Activa's rear seat height. It's not going to affect the oncoming traffic's eyes or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. And also the spread, if you're riding on the highway, there will be 3 lanes on your side, and if you ride in the middle lane, you can clearly see objects on the left and the right lanes as well. It will light up the signboards on the left edge and the right edge, so that's pretty cool. And if you switch on the high beam, this high beam actually will light up signboards around 250 meters in distance from you, so you can see the things in like from a very great distance. So that's one really cool thing about this headlight. The next one which I want to talk about is the low energy consumption. Both the LEDs together, they consume around 30 watts only, and for this intensity that consumption seems to be pretty low, and it's a really efficient headlight unit that they have put in. The third one is that you get the throw of both the projectors at the same time. Actually it's on the low beam now, and you can see the headlight on both the sides of the bike, not just on one side. So my bike is here for reference, and both the headlights are on. The same goes for the high beam as well. See, the low beam doesn't switch off, but only the high beam comes on. So the low beam and the high beam is on, and both the LEDs are on at the same time. And the next one would be about the looks that this headlight adds to the bike. So I've come to the front fascia of the bike, and just look at how the headlights add to the appeal of this motorcycle. If they had given a halogen setup or something like that, it wouldn't have added to this level of attractiveness of the front fascia. Look at them, they both look like like proper cat eyes on the front fascia of the bike. That's a really cool thing about this headlight unit. Okay, so now we'll come to the cons of this headlight unit. Just like I told you earlier, there are 3 major things which you have to look out for. The first one is that these are LED headlights, so in the rain they could be causing you some kind of trouble, especially during those rainy nights where there are no street lights. Since this is a white, almost white headlight, it could be a little problem for you during the rains. If the halogen projector were there, it would have been slightly better, but that's a small trade-off which we'll have to do. The visibility is slightly reduced in the rain, and it's not as good as on every other night. The next one would be, of course, the price. This unit, it costs around 21,000 rupees. Both of them are connected to a single unit behind, and you got to replace the entire unit together, so it costs around 21,000, and that's not cheap. If you are out of warranty, it costs a bomb really. And the last one is again with the issue that this is a single unit. If anything happens to one of the sides, you have to end up replacing both the sides, so it's gonna cost a lot. So apart from these small issues, there's nothing else which I'll have to complain about this headlight setup. It's really fantastic, and I'm glad that TVS gave this bike such a beautiful headlight unit. If they had given regular LEDs or halogen projectors, it wouldn't have done justice to the capabilities of this bike. So thanks for watching, and I also hope you will be watching the comparison video which I'll be probably uploading the next. Thank you.